easiest thing to do in life is to go along to get along. It is. That is the easiest thing to do in life, is to just go along with the flow in order to get along.
Welcome to the slip, where the South sings.
When you go along to get along, are you really happy? When you laugh at things that really aren't funny to you, are you really happy? When you listen to people say things about other people, even though you know that person to be different from what they're saying, does that sit right with your spirit to be in the company of those people? If you say no to that, then maybe it's time for you to find a new group of people to be around. At this point in time of my life, I am happy being by myself. I don't want the drama of no homeboys. I don't want the drama of no sisters. I would rather be alone, like I am right now in this backyard, listening to these birds chirp and watching these squirrels run around here in this yard. That to me is peace of mind. But all too often, that wasn't the case. See, when I was younger, I was always a leader and not a follower. Here's what I mean. I wasn't a leader in the sense that people gathered around me and they followed what I did. What I mean is, I did what I wanted to do, even when I was running and hanging with my homeboys. And if I was doing something, I wouldn't encourage my homeboys to do it. In fact, if you were looking at me and I know what I'm about to do is not the right thing, and I shouldn't be doing it, I'm going to tell you, hey, homeboy, you ain't got to take a hit on this joint, man, to hang out. You ain't got to do that to be cool with me. That's the type of person I was. I was never one to influence people to do anything that I know that I shouldn't be doing. So in that sense, I was always the leader of me. And you can't be a leader of others until you know who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you'll stand for, what you won't stand for. And some get it earlier than others. I knew that early on, but somewhere down the line, I deviated. And this is why I deviated. I started listening to the noise. Oh man, homeboy, he negative, man. Oh man, I don't like being around dude, man. He always be on that. He don't laugh, man. He always serious. I started hearing things like that when I got around my 30s. Because up until then I was military. So I moved around a lot. I'm talking about when I hit my 30s. All through my 20s, I was a soldier. But even when I was out of uniform, I didn't always go along to get along. But I found myself being around people that we had the same like mind at the time. But it was when I got into my 30s that I moved back to the SIP. Started noticing a lot of the people that I knew growing up had the same mentality that they had at 18 and 17 years old. I'm 30-something years old now. And in fact, I am more, my beliefs are more defined now than ever. And so I started hearing things like that. Oh man, homeboy, he always serious. Oh man, homeboy always got an answer for everything. He think he knows so much. Oh man, homeboy, he's so negative. So I started saying, you know what? Let me fall back. Maybe I do seem to be a little uptight. Maybe I don't smile a lot. I know. Maybe I started questioning myself. And when I did that, I started assimilating with the crowd, so to say. And what I noticed over the next 10 years, I found myself around people that I had nothing in common with. And in fact, more times than not, they were around me just so they could get what they thought could be an advantage out of being with me. because at one point in time I was a successful musician, not on a national scale, but in a regional area. So people would want to be around me, and a lot of that had to do with influence or what they could particularly get out of the relationship. The relationship was more transactional than it was really a true friendship. And when I woke up to that realization, I broke off, shut down the business, no longer doing this, that, and the third. In fact, I'm transitioning my mind and my character. I'm going back to being the old me, the OG. I am streamlining the people that I allow to have access to me. And not only that, I'm going to start getting back more into really knowing who I am as a 30-year-old man. Well, at the time it was 40, 10 years later. So now what I want to do is I'm starting to pick up books that I had never even thought about reading before. History, spiritual, social, economic. And I just got immersed in a quest for knowledge in order to be a better human being. And what I found was that circle that I had, they all disappeared. And those who wouldn't, the diehards, I did what I come to find out later on was the best thing that I could have ever done. But I didn't see it at the time. I lent them money. See, at the time I lent money, expecting my money back. Not a whole hell of a lot of money, but it was enough to drive them away. As Master P say, I charged it to the game. That's what I did. So I found my inner peace coming back to me. So that's why I can stand here and tell you today in this backyard on a beautiful Saturday, not a cloud in the sky, birds chirping, squirrels running all around in the yard. I can sit back here and tell you I am at peace. I've had more peace in the last 3 to 4 years that I've had in a long time in my life, because I chose to go against the grain. I chose not to assimilate. I chose not to get along and go along to get along. If you've been around people in your life that you know that don't mean you no good and they're a detriment to your growth, I suggest to you, you get you a new circle. As my man Les Brown would say. If you're the smartest person in your group, you need to get a new group. And that's what I end up doing. And trust me, you will be the better off for it in the long run. See, it doesn't mean that you're better than anybody because you choose to go a different route in life. Nah, it doesn't mean you're better than anybody. If anything, it means that you care for yourself. You love yourself enough to know that this particular situation is toxic. It's not doing me any good. I'm not growing from it. I'm not happy. So I got to do what is best for me. In 2025, that is the go-to for me. To have a peace of mind, to constantly be on a quest for self-improvement, self-knowledge, awareness, spiritual, economic. Because all that other ish, it's going to be there, man. Whether you want to deal with it or not, it's going to be there. So I just want to get out here, man, on this beautiful day and absorb some of this sun and share that bit of information with you all. Somebody needs to hear what I'm saying right now. Somebody that subscribed to this channel needs to hear what I'm saying right now. And if you're not subscribed and you like what you're hearing, then subscribe to the channel, because I want to bring more information like this also. Because I don't think enough people really know who I am on this channel. The channel is growing. We're at 600 plus, thanks to you all. And I don't want my channel to be a channel that lacks substance. If I'm going through something, or I've grown through something, and if I believe that it could be of help to you all, then I'm going to share with you all. You know, if there's something that I could do, or some videos that I could create, you know, that you guys want to see based on what I've already created. You know, my channel is about bringing awareness about things in Mississippi, people who are from Mississippi, and particularly people who look like me, who have went on to do extraordinary things nationally and internationally, as well as people who are in their parts of this state who are doing things extraordinary in their community. Ordinary things, but they're doing extraordinary things. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think y'all get what I'm saying. And that's what this channel is really about. But I think by making those type of videos, I haven't really given you guys, you know, any opportunity to know exactly who I am as a person. And this will be the first video that I've actually decided to share with you guys and be a little transparent about my character and who I am. And if it resonates with you, you know, and good, I appreciate it. And if there's something that you guys will want to see me, if there's a video that you all would like to see me make that pertains to my home state, the SIP, then hit me up in the comment sections, let me know. And if there is anything that I could do to encourage any of you in your walk in life, in your journey in life right now, then hit me up. I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm trying to grow this community, but I don't want to just have a YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers and no one's actively engaging in the content that I create. I don't want those type of, I'd rather have 500 subscribers and never monetize this channel, but that 500 subscribers are dialed in. Every video I drop, they watching it, they're commenting, they're sharing their views and their thoughts about it. I'll be cool with that, because I didn't start making these videos for money. This for me was made to actually utilize this as a media platform to be able to put out some of the great things about Mississippi. Well, about the SIP. And for those who've been watching since day one, you know what I mean by that. Mississippi is their culture. The SIP is our culture. So when you hear me say the word the SIP, you know where I'm coming from. But I created this channel to get people more knowledge and information about the SIP. There's a lot of great people who come from this SIP. Probably some of you got grandparents, great-grandparents, aunties and uncles who fled here and moved out of here during the great migration to the east and to the west during the 20s. And even went to the Midwest, Detroit, Chicago, and other places. So I want to reconnect with my fam who's left the state and let them know about their people back here who are thriving. Because when you hear the names the SIP, or Mississippi rather, all you can think of is everything that's bad in the world, we rank in the top 5. Everything that's great in the nation, we ranked at the bottom. But in between that, there is the SIP. And there are people in the SIP that are thriving. There are people in the SIP that are resilient. There are people in the SIP that have been getting it in the mud since day one and ain't been ashamed or afraid to keep on getting it, because we are a resilient people. That's who we are. That's it for this video. Until my next video, take care of yourself. And always, fam, take care of your people. God bless.